Hey, good evening. It's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. Things are calmed around here. I just kind of rested up after I took Sierra and the kids to catch their flight back to Alaska today. Well, I was sad to see them go. For me, just for me. But that's okay because I was really happy that they get to go back and be with Stephen and Donnie, which is Sierra's husband and father-in-law, and the kid's dad. Stephen, he was so excited. They should be getting there within the next half hour, I think. So that'll be exciting. I look forward to that little video. So now that I've just been spending all this time having fun with the grandkids and then recuperating from having fun with the grandkids, I need to get seriously thinking about doing some preservation of the things that are out in the garden, in our orchards. So that's what I'm going to try to do this week. I have Concord grapes to pick. I don't have a lot, but I do have Concord grapes, and I'm going to juice them up. Oh, I did that last year. It was so delicious. That last year wasn't from my grapes. A friend of mine had been trimming the grapes of somebody else, and that person wasn't going to use their grapes. And so, I worked 19 hours straight making grape juice. Needless to say, I was having kind of a near-death experience for the next 2 days, or at least I looked like I was in mostly a coma. But we still have grape juice from that, and I've been able to share quite a bit, which is one of the best things about having your own garden and preserving food. For me, that's just one of the best things. It is for very many gardeners, because not everybody can garden, and not everybody can preserve their food, and so to be able to give them those little things is really nice. So I have those. I have apples also to pick, and I need to check and see how much applesauce I have, whether I have enough for another year. I think I might. And if I do, in that case, I will make apple pie filling, and I will probably make some apple juice. That would be really tasty, I think. And definitely I will make some more apple cider vinegar. That's just an easy no-brainer. The pears are coming on, getting really close. So when I can those, because I love canned pears, probably my favorite canned fruit actually. I will also save the peels and cores from that and make pear vinegar. I did that last year. It's delicious. It is even better than apple cider vinegar. It's very sweet, tastes more mild. Easier to get into a lot of things, and where people aren't going to notice it if they're worried about that. It's just really good. If you haven't tried it, I would encourage you to make some pear vinegar this year. Very easy process, so just go ahead and Google that. Basically, it's peels and cores in whatever jar you're going to use. I always use a gallon jar, and then you fill that up with water. That's really about it. Since I have a well-established 3/4 gallon of apple cider vinegar still, I'll probably get some of the mother out of that to kind of jumpstart my vinegars this year. Not necessary, but I will. Then you cover it with some sort of cloth that is thin, whether it's a cheesecloth, thin tea towel, and put a rubber band on that, and then watch that and just give it time, and it's really good for your health. Also, I have a lot of plums, that are almost ready. So I have sweet plums, Samsung plums, and I have enough of those. I guess I'm going to can some, although I just love them sweet. I mean fresh. I also have some very small plum, well, not really small, but you know, this size maybe. They're related to a Santa Rosa. They taste exactly like a Santa Rosa. And that tree was here when we first got here. So I don't know if they're small because the tree is on the big decline. It's very old. You can see through some of the bottom of the trunk of it, where it's just rotted away, but it just keeps producing. So I want to save those too. And then of course I have the Italian prune plums that are almost ready, and I'm going to cut them because they are gigantic. And I will probably at least quarter them, maybe into 6 pieces, and then dry those. Then they'll be very good that way. So I cooked some chili tonight, and I noticed that those beans didn't get quite all the way done. So what I think I'm going to do within maybe the next couple weeks is I'm going to can those beans. It's really nice to have canned beans on hand. Super easy to do dried beans. And I don't remember the recipe, but when I do it, I'll go ahead and let you know, or you can always Google it too. You can do it in quarts. I like to do a quart because I'll use that much beans at a time. Or you can do it in pints. And it just is really, really simple. So anyhow, so that's some of the things that I need to keep up with. I am thankful, so thankful for the time I've had with my grandchildren. I haven't been able to be around all of them in a long time. I haven't been able to see my granddaughters, Frankie and Octavia and little Willa, in a long time. And I miss them. But they have moved out of state, and so I'm not quite sure when I'll get to see them again. But I look forward to that. I love them. I got to talk to them a couple weeks ago. It was really nice. I also haven't got to see my grandkids, the Melashinkos, and they have moved a long distance. They're still in Oregon right now, but they'll be going to Washington as soon as just the right opportunity comes up for them job-wise. So I miss all of those guys. And then of my other grandchildren, I got to keep Christopher for about 2.5 weeks. That was really nice. I have so much fun with him. It's getting old enough that it's a lot easier. You know, I don't have to watch him continuously, although of course I still have to watch him. He's 10 years old. And then Alyssa, I got to see her. She's only got to spend the night with me one time. She's 4 years old, just turned 4, had her birthday. You'll have probably seen her in some of the videos. She has super curly hair, just so cute. So they live on the Oregon coast, but way up north from where I am. So I don't get to see them so much, but I'm really glad I got to see them more lately. I got to see Alyssa just yesterday, in fact. And of course, Sierra came down with Stephen and hers too. Little Stephen and Serenity. It had been 1.5 years since I'd seen them, and it was really fun getting to know them again, and them getting to get an idea who Grammy is and how much she loves them. And any time now they should be landing at their home. They live in Alaska, as I said, and close to the peninsula. And they're just going to be really happy. They're building a new cabin there, so that will be an exciting thing for them. Sierra, my daughter-in-law, is really good at woodworking, And so she's excited to get to help with part of that. And the kids, they will try to help too, and that'll be really sweet. So I just want to encourage people to love each other. At this time, our country is so divided over politics, over the current virus that is horrible in my area right now. And I'm rural, so that actually was a big surprise. It's taken lives of people I know. Other people I know are currently sick from it. People are dying from this and being hospitalized from this. Most that have not been vaccinated, but some that have been vaccinated too. And so vaccine's not a perfect thing by any means, but just for myself, I will say it really seems like the best thing we can do right now to try to help protect ourselves and protect those we love and those that we should be loving, because Christ loved us all. So again, love everyone. Christ loved you, and we are more the same than we are different. All our emotions are common emotions. Our loves are common loves. And our fears are common fears. So just try to remember that. Uphold and support each other. We have so many things we can do. Currently, I'm putting myself on quarantine again. So that's pretty sad for me. I didn't like it before when it was Christopher and I don't like it now when it's me. But there are lots of things that I can and will be doing here. And I can always get in my car and go for a little ride. We won't be going in any stores, but I wasn't planning on it anyhow. I called the feed store today that I use and told them I had possibly been exposed, and asked them if I could just give them my card number and have them bring it out to me in the car. Just put it right in my trunk. So it would be a no contact thing, and they were so gracious and loving. I do quite a lot of prepping, so really we're okay here. You know, there might be things that we would like. And if we get too desperate for that, I will call around and I will see if there's any stores, grocery type stores that will do that same type of service. Let me call and just bring it out to my car, put it in my trunk. If not, we're going to make it just fine. And you're going to make it just fine too. As long as we stay united. In the Bible, Jesus said that a house divided cannot stand. And that's the position we've been in this country for, I don't know, 2.5 years. More than I've ever seen. So let's stand together and let's support each other. Look out for those around you. And when we get feeling like you've just lost everything that you love to do, think, what can I do to help